I really hope, though, that somebody actually sees it and is like, oh my gosh, wow, okay. Well, I am Brandy Bolin, and I am here today to talk about why did I ever even consider running in a Hyrox race. I had a friend, and you know, people all the time, there's a promo and tag so-and-so, share this, share that, and whatever, and you'll be entered into a drawing to win whatever. Okay. So I had a friend who tagged me, and as it turns out, it was Hyrox. And I'm like, this is not a US thing. Oh, but wait, it kind of is. Okay, well, what is it? These people are doing things I cannot do. I would never be able to run that much and do that thing and push that sled. This is crazy, but it's intriguing. So then I went to YouTube. I found people like literally the most normal people who are like doing selfie view on their phone and taking a short video for YouTube, who are like, yeah, I'm here today and I don't know how this is going to work out and I can't video everything, but here I am. We'll see how this goes. But look at the energy. And they turn the phone, I'm like, oh, those people, that energy is so exciting. I would love to even just go watch. Well, then you start researching things, and the guy survived. The guy who, if I were just going to look at him, I would think that he's just a normal guy. He doesn't look like he runs a step in his life, but he finished this thing, and his time was 2 hours and 15 minutes, and he doesn't care because he finished this thing. I'm like, okay, cool. Then I start looking for like more people who've done this, and as it turns out, there's some pretty normal people who just go to finish. But the energy in the room is like, so then you break it down. Okay, well then what do they offer? You can do individual, you can do a relay. Well, what does the relay take away? What kind of work does that take away from me? Oh, I have to run the whole time if I do doubles. So if just me and one friend, we get to share the stations, but we both have to run. I don't like running. That was my thought. And then the relay, oh, you only have to run twice? That's a score for me. That's an absolute score for me. Let's do that one. I found friends who, I just threw it out there into our kind of workout group. Hey guys, I found 3 crazies willing to go with me. And so we hopped in the car and we drove down literally the night before, after work kind of thing. And we get there and I cannot explain the energy in the room, the excitement, and to look around. I expected to get there and see like Sports Illustrated swimsuit model, you know, room filled with. That wasn't even the half of the room. The majority of the people looked like they really worked out, like they were healthy and active and normal. People that I would work out with at CG, people that I would work out with here at Bold, people that I would just work out with. And before you know it, I'm like, wow, I think I can do this thing. And sure enough, we did the relay and we had a blast, an absolute blast. And what we found was that we were desperate. How come it's over? How come that was it? And so then, of course, the next step for me then would be to do a relay. So not a relay, doubles. So I got my favorite doubles partner. Hey, you want to come do this with me? Because she didn't get to see the relay, only the videos. She wasn't there in real life. And she also came right along with me, normal person, not super fabulous at running, such as myself. And we survived it. And we went with a lot of friends this time. And it was like we hung out and we played and we laughed. And it was like a whole day, because then we had a co-ed team that was there, and we had a relay team, and we had a females doubles team. And so it was kind of like, it was this whole day where you're running around. But also the people that we met when we went to Dallas and did the relay. Some of those people were like, hey guys, high five. And I'm like, oh, they know me. They know me. Hey, you know. And before you know it, you're like, when is the next time? But I was afraid. So Mercedes is also crazy. And she said, listen, the next time you're going to do it by yourself. And I said, I cannot do it by myself. And she said, well, we're going to just do that anyway. And so I just did it. But that time I drove up all by myself and hopped out of my car all by myself. And I had some friends who were going to be there, but you know, they, believe it or not, all 3 of the friends that were there also agreed to do individual this time. So we all showed up and ran our individual races, and we had such a blast yet again. It was awful, it was hard, it was, no, not awful, that's the wrong word. It was so challenging, but so exciting. And you, again, all the same people are coming up and they're like, hey, how are we doing this time? And you hear people when you're running along, because you spend some time running, you're running along and you hear people saying your name. And you don't even know that there's anybody who's not also running who even knows your name, but they do. And the volunteers are just unbelievable, and the judges are unbelievable. The music and everything is just, and you know what movements you're looking so forward to. Personally, I could not wait ever to get to the sled push and the sled pull, because I know that's my strength. I know the running is never going to be my strength, and I know I'm going to end up walking half the time. And is that okay? 100%. But I didn't think it was okay. I thought it was not okay, that was going to be embarrassing and people were going to be making fun of me. And I realized there are probably a lot of people who also feel that way. And it breaks my heart because they're missing out on such an unbelievable experience because of being afraid of what other people will think about you. But the reality is you're going at the same time as the elite men and the doubles women and the mixed people, and you're all intermixed. The ages are intermixed. It's not you and all the 40-year-old females and look, I'm the slowest 40-year-old. You don't know, because you get all mixed up with everybody. So you're just there running your own race. And when the end comes, you do not know until you cross the finish line where you're stacking up against anybody. You just know I'm doing my very best. And all I want to do, because I'm not there to end up on the podium with the first place flag. That is not what I'm striving for. I am striving for being just this much better than I was the last time. And if that keeps me happy and excited to come to workouts every day, even if I only get to do 1 Hyrox a year or 2 Hyrox events a year, even if I go back into a relay, even if it doesn't matter, there's something to be working for that makes daily work absolutely something to look forward to, not something I have to do. I hope that makes sense.